Hello and welcome everybody to Sticky Bleachers coverage of Super Bowl 50. I am Cory.
I am Bob, here for an exciting Super Bowl matchup.
It is going to be great, but before we get to that, let's look back a little bit to the AFC Championship game. This is our Sticky Bleacher simulation of that game. First quarter, C.J. Anderson sheds a tackler there at the 4-yard line, gets in for the easy touchdown. On to the second quarter. It would be Brady and the Patriots. First and goal at the 4. It's a handoff to Blunt off guard, and he's in for the touchdown. Later in the second quarter, it is back to the past as LeGarrette Blunt jumps in. Same play. First and goal at the 4, and just like that, LeGarrette Blunt doing his thing. Going to halftime, it was 14-10. Patriots over the Broncos. Look in the third quarter here. Gostkowski with the field goal. Watch him as he bounces it in off of that right upright. 17-10 onto the fourth quarter. Manning and company. Another handoff to Anderson. He makes a nice move, and he is going to go 38 yards for the big touchdown. That's going to tie this game up. Later on in the fourth quarter, a couple of possessions later, Manning and company again. He goes back. He's got plenty of time to throw, all day to throw. He's got receivers open. He does get it to C.J. Anderson down there, and he is just at the edge of field goal range for a game-winning field goal, and he coughs up the ball. Patrick Chung falls on it for the Patriots, and our score would be tied 17-17. We're going to overtime. New England wins the toss. A few plays later, they're lined up. Shorter field goal this time. Gostkowski again bounces it in off of that right upright. And just like that, our simulation had the Patriots over the Broncos 20-17. Now, of course, that is not the result that we have here today. We are in California. Let's take a look back there now at the NFC Championship game. Cam Newton early on the shotgun. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's got Billy Brown wide open, makes the diving catch in the end zone for the touchdown. Look at that. Cam Newton doing his thing, getting in a little bit of trouble this week for those touchdown celebrations. On to the third quarter. Same score, still 7-0 Panthers. Now it's the Cardinals' turn. Palmer's back. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's got receivers open. He goes deep to Floyd, who catches it at the 11-yard line. He's going to go in. Nobody's going to catch him. That's going to tie this game up at 7. In the fourth quarter, again, it's the Cardinals' first down, goal to go at the 4. It's a handoff to Andre Ellington, and he is in for the touchdown. So our simulation of that game also incorrect. Cardinals over the Panthers 14-7. But that is not the result we have. We have an exciting Super Bowl matchup here with the Broncos and the Panthers. Let's get it started, Bob.
Yep, McManus set to kick it off there to Ted Ginn, and Ted Ginn doing his thing, taking the ball out to the 40-yard line there, and we're all set in Super Bowl action here in San Francisco.
Very excited to be here. Very good stuff. I hope we don't have an earthquake here tonight, but let's see how we do. Jonathan Stewart's got a nice run on first down, and he has got a first down, Bob.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd like to mention that we are joined again by John and Pat there. So how you guys doing?
Well, John, looks like we're all set.
All right, cool. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it.
Nice to hear from you, buddy. Tolbert that time with the carry, I believe. Second down, 2 to go for Carolina.
And Cam Newton again with all day to throw. That's that O-line has been great this entire playoffs for the Panthers. Definitely key to their success.
That's been one of the big questions here, Bob, is the offense of the Panthers versus the stellar defense of the Broncos. So far, it looks like the Panthers are imposing their will as Greg Olsen gets 2 catches in a row and 2 first downs in a row. One of his favorite targets there, Bob, is Greg Olsen.
I would say it is his favorite target. So.
All right, well, they're in the red zone. Cam Newton's finally going to take it himself. No, he goes to Philly Brown, who makes the catch for the touchdown. First drive, first touchdown, Bob.
Yeah, that was a beautiful throw there by Cam Newton. And, John, did you see anything on that?
Look at that perfect pass.
True, yeah. I think he saw something down there. He started to run a little bit, but then saw Philly Brown down there in the end zone, so made a good decision. And we have the Panthers on the board. Beautiful stuff. Graham Gano, whose nickname in the locker room is Robinson Gano, after the famous baseball player. Not sure why. Could not get a very good explanation from the Panthers locker room after that one. I have to assume it's an in-joke, Bob. Maybe a little bit of partying going on with Mr. Cano. Who knows? Did he might have signed a big contract to a failing team. Who knows?
Ooh, right you are, Bob. Although,
Bird.
hard to say
But
a
he's
team is
not.
failing when we're playing here in the Super Bowl. Manning's first pass is tipped and blocked, but it looks like they're going for it again here on second down, going for it all. No, he's going to go down short to Caldwell, who makes a nice catch and a nice move. He's inside the 40 to the 35, where he's brought down for a first down.
Caldwell with some nice moves there to make a short completion into a large gain, so...
And C.J. Anderson stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So just like that, Bob, the Panthers flipping the script with their defensive line stopping the action.
Absolutely. John, did you see anything on that one down there?
Yeah, and that's what happens when you talk about a disciplined defense.
Right you are, John.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened, right?
There you go. Direct snap to C.J. Anderson, and he's brought down for a loss, so it's going to be 4th and long. And looks like they're going to try maybe a long field goal here.
Yep, gotta get on the board any way you can. And looks like McManus is good again. He's had a great postseason there for the Broncos.
Yes, that one looked like it was good from 49 yards. And here he is set to kick off to Ted Ginn, who's settled back just outside of his own goal line. He'll take it. He gets up to the 10. He's going to make a move. He's to the 15. Can he get to the 20? That's where he'll be brought down. Be first and 10. I'm sorry, first and down for Cam.
Oh, and a direct snap there to Cam Newton, who was set up. I believe that was a Wildcat formation.
It looked like it, Bob. Looked like Newton was offset just a little bit to the right.
Is that a little interesting trickery we're seeing here in the Super Bowl by Ron Rivera? Riverboat Ron, as they call him.
That's right. And now a reverse there to Stewart, second down and 5. So, again, the Panthers are imposing their will on this Broncos defense. You're going to have to wonder if that's going to even get worse, if they're going to wear them down. Jonathan Stewart this time makes the reception, although it's going to be a short gain, Bob.
Yep. A little dump pass there. It was a nice catch by by Stewart, but no gain, really. Minimal gain.
Ooh, and again, going for the same play, going for the very short pass behind the line of scrimmage, really changing gears here suddenly is the offense for Carolina.
Absolutely. It was a good defensive stand there. Definitely something the Broncos needed for this game.
Yeah,
and,
so let's
Norwood,
see if they can turn this around. Maybe they get a touchdown on this drive and get themselves a little bit more in control of this game where they want to be, and they're going to have good field position from their own 40-yard line. So let's see what Manning and company put together here on this drive.
Manning out of the shotgun, but a direct snap to C.J. Anderson, and he's just met by a wall of D, but he gets around it, and he's running for the first down and then some. Juking and jiving.
Couple of Broncos offensive players making some moves here in the Super Bowl 50 to make something happen for their quarterback, trying to get him another win. Maybe he can go out on top. Manning, he's got Sanders. Is he open down there in the end zone? He is, and he's just overthrown, Bob.
That was an almost identical play to what Cam Newton ran to score on the first drive that they had, but different results here for the Broncos, and Manning with all day to throw again.
Philly Brown was able to bring that one in where Sanders was not able to, but it is first down Broncos knocking on the door of the red zone.
Yep, Anderson went again with another nice run, first down, and a little bit more, and the Broncos are in the red zone. So nice drive here by Denver.
Looks like first and goal from just inside the 10 here, Bob. Manning's he's back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to C.J. Anderson.
Oh, and just off the fingertips of a Carolina defenseman. And we have 2 seconds left here in the first quarter, and Manning under center.
What a critical interception that could have been, Bob. But as it is, that one was also blocked and knocked down, incomplete. So looks like the Broncos are fortunate to still have this ball here, Bob, on third down and goal to go from the 10.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like those Carolina defenders are getting their hands in the air, and looks like the Broncos are going to have to settle for another field goal attempt here. Definitely not what you want.
On that play, Bob, I saw C.J. Anderson took the play-action fake snap, and then he was wide open standing right underneath the goalpost.
That he was. Yeah, I don't know if Manning just didn't see him or if he had plans to go to Thomas all along, but as it stands, they kick the field goal, and it's 7-6, Carolina with the lead still.
That's right, Bob. Maybe he was looking his way from go, but unfortunate he did have a wide-open receiver there just standing there waiting for the ball to come to him. Newton takes the direct snap again out of that interesting formation, and he's got a nice pickup on first down, second down 3.
Unveiling some new tricks here in the Super Bowl, and looks like they're going right back to it. So if it's working, why stop?
And he's going to get the first down and much more there. So, like they used to say in The Waterboy, last game of the season, can't hold anything back.
Exactly. And looks like Carolina, again, though, is moving the ball at will. And although it's a 1-point lead for Carolina, it seems like they have had a more impressive drive so far in the early going.
Now, I happen to have an inside tip here, Bob. Are you ready? I have it on good authority as the Panthers get a first down inside the 10. Good authority that Cam Newton this week was asked at press conference day, is this a must-win game? His answer, Bob, yes.
Of course. Oh, and we have an interception.
The pass is intercepted.
Thanks, Pat. So, again, we've already had an interception, so...
Appreciate that, Pat. How much are we paying that guy, Bob?
Pat, he kind of just shows up, actually. So we have to pay for John Madden's gas, but that's...
Oh, okay. All right. Does
Pat
John Madden drink Mad Dog, do you think? Does he, can we pay him in Mad Dog, MD?
Well, I'll ask him. We'll talk to him during halftime, see if he'll drink Mad Dog or Night Train. So, one of those two.
Yeah. Because I do have some under my chair here. I don't know if that would keep him busy.
Cool.
Anyway, as it is, it's incomplete, deep to Demaryius Thomas. So 5 minutes left to go here till halftime in a tight game. Manning and company are going to be kicking it away to the Panthers. So let's see if they can hold them again, Bob.
Absolutely. After the big interception, they go 3 and out, and they're forced to punt here again.
Yeah, so you have to think that they're going to need to adjust at halftime. If the only thing that's keeping this from being a 14-6 game is a fortunate interception in the end zone, I don't think you can rely on Cam Newton to throw too many more of those this game, Bob.
Exactly. Yeah, especially with their running game, too. If they can keep the ball on the ground and still move the chains, it'll definitely work in Carolina's favor. So
that's right. With both Stewart and Tolbert are making some noise, but as it is, though, it is 3rd and long. Cam Newton back to throw. He's going short to Stewart again, that same play. Not seeing a lot of success there, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, and so actually after the Panthers have come out pretty strong, they have a couple drives that have stalled quickly, and they're forced to punt again as well.
Ooh, and it's a bad punt, very short. So Broncos are going to have great field position, 3.5 minutes to go till halftime. So looking to make some noise, maybe take a quick lead here before they go into the locker room, Bob.
Yep, got to get some points on the board in form of a touchdown. So
C.J. Anderson has such beautiful moves there. Avoids a couple of diving tacklers to get a nice first down, and they flip it to the 40 of Carolina. Making some noise is Manning and these Broncos.
Manning was lucky to get rid of that ball there. He was getting some big-time pressure by the Carolina D. But Anderson with the pitch. And nowhere to go there on that run there by Anderson. And 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Broncos.
Carolina looking to stouten up their defense, and they're going to hold them to 4th and 5. So it's decision time here, Bob. Do you go for the very long field goal? Looks like that's what they're going to do.
That's what they got to do, apparently. So McManus is having a great year. Oh, but he misses it to the left. No
that looked
good.
like a 51-yard. Now, McManus has been McMoney, as you said here in this postseason, so it is unfortunate. It looked like it had the distance, but not quite the accuracy.
Now, is McMoney his actual nickname? Because if it is, that is awesome.
I think we need to trademark that one, Bob. Right here. Yep. You upload something to YouTube. That's proof of ownership and trademark, right? That works.
Yep. If they start calling it on Sunday.
Using the words "no copyright intended" in the description of your video just totally clears you of all wrongdoing. I assume that that's just the truth.
Yep, exactly. I said it once. It must be real.
Yeah, forget that warning that they say at the beginning. The following video is a presentation of Sticky Bleachers and may not be rebroadcast in any way, shape, or form without express written permission of Sticky Bleachers. We got to defend the shield, Bob.
And Cam Newton with an incomplete pass there. It looks like Carolina's going to set up for a long field goal here with minute 28 left. They're going to set up for, what, a 53-yard field goal?
Yeah, well, it looks like it's a add the 10 of the end zone. That would have been a 62 or 63-yard attempt. And as it was almost good. That almost went in, Bob.
It did. That was a curious call there by Riverboat Ron, but the Broncos take over in their own territory with minute 18 left to go in this half. And
in that situation, Bob, you have to be happy that your kicker gave it enough leg to get out the back of the end zone as Manning is sacked, brought down.
And he's sacked.
Thanks,
Pat.
There
you go.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pat.
Wow, he comes in there out of nowhere.
I know, boy. He just jumps in. And he's sacked. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. But, yeah, again, Broncos not moving the ball very well here, and they're forced to... Looks like they're taking a timeout and punting, which is a bit
Calling
odd.
their final timeout to punt the ball away. Questionable decision-making by John Fox, Bob.
Mm-hmm. By Gary Kubiak, actually. John Fox, I don't know if he would do that, so...
That's true. Sorry about that.
Of course, this is the John Fox Super Bowl, so but he's not even here.
That's right, Super Bowl JFX. That's the Roman numeral for 50. I've been told anyway.
Yep, we just have John Fox on the brain, so. And Carolina
You have to wonder what they're going for here. Are they trying to? Is this a legitimate attempt to score? I don't know why they're not just taking a knee and getting into halftime.
Yep. I don't know if they're going for the big home run play, but Olsen over the middle there, and that's going to take us into halftime. So 7-6, exciting. First two drives there by the team, but nothing really much there in the second quarter.
Afterwards, things certainly did stall for both of them. So Cam Newton making some noise with his legs, maybe more than his arm. The running game of the Panthers really was going and really clicking on all cylinders in the first couple of drives for those Panthers, but things really seemed to stall out for them as we went through. Now the Broncos, without that long field goal that was just missed by Brandon, possibly McMoney, but maybe he'll lose that nickname now after missing that long field goal. We could be looking at a different game here. So in the second half, I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to call it, Bob, I'm going to say Cam Newton throws 2 touchdowns and Peyton Manning throws 1 touchdown. Bob, what do you think?
Well, with the way that Carolina started moving the ball, you'd thought this was going to be a blowout here, but the Broncos have stayed in it with that D again, and I would say it's going to be close. It's going to be how the Broncos can, if they can turn those field goals into touchdowns, then we might have a close game here, but if the Carolina Panthers keep driving like they are, it's only a matter of time before they start putting points on the board. So,
all right, well, let's see what fake John Fox drew up here at halftime for the Broncos. I bet he didn't draw that one up.
No, Kuechly with the sack there again, and Carolina's coming out fresh.
Yes, looks like they got some rest. That Coldplay concert must have really, really invigorated this Carolina Panthers defense, because we've got 2 sacks in a row, and Broncos in big trouble.
And, John, do you have any insight down there?
Lots of quarterbacks start to get happy feet when they get hit like that.
I would bet, yeah. Especially.
I hope Manning's feet don't get too happy after that.
Exactly. But they're going to be punting again here, so familiar.
At his age, his feet shouldn't be any kind of happy.
No. Well, they should be happy to be done with the game, so.
Yes, that's right. Well, maybe the Coldplay concert had a negative effect on the Broncos team, especially maybe their special team squad. Ted Ginn throws a couple of special teams tacklers off of him as he gets nice field position for Cam Newton and company. Let's see what creative work they came up with at halftime. He's going to Ginn. He's got him open, but it's thrown way out of bounds.
What a bad pass there by Cam Newton. He had all day to throw and just threw it right into the stands.
Let's say they're going to go to the ground. It's Jonathan Stewart. He's got a nice pickup, but it's going to be 3rd down, 6 to go. This is that 3rd and medium that Cam Newton's legs will be the specialty on. Let's see what we do. He's back in the shotgun. He's got Philly Brown.
Oh.
Ooh, he threw him into coverage, Bob.
Yep, and he threw it into coverage, and I think that's a ball that Philly Brown should have had, but I'm surprised Cam Newton's not running more, so.
I am too. I am as well. But Philly Brown on that one, he had a couple steps on his defender, but Newton just kind of underthrew him, forced him to stop and wait for that ball, and that allowed the defender to close and get a hand on it. So let's see what happens on this next drive here, Bob.
Yep, Norwood had a nice return there, making 3 Carolina defenders miss, and Manning from the shotgun, which he's been pretty successful from today. Oh, but he overthrows, what is that, Owen Daniels down there.
Accuracy problems really plaguing Peyton Manning. He's a couple of throws away from really making a big score in this game. That one could have been a touchdown. Now Manning taking it himself, very ill-advised play.
Yep, White Lightning returns.
White Lightning said no one ever about Peyton Manning. He's just trying to channel his inner Cam Newton. Maybe he'll be dabbing in the end zone, Bob, if he scores a touchdown. Meanwhile, Anderson gets a nice little screen pass there and turns it into a gain of almost 20, Bob.
Absolutely. Anderson having a big game here for the Broncos. Oh, and just the pocket collapses, and Panthers with another sack here in this game.
Yeah, Manning's getting hit too much. They need to get him protected. And it's not just because of his age. No quarterback wants to take that many hits when he's back to pass. Although he's got Emmanuel Sanders deep, and it's picked off.
And it's picked off again.
The pass is intercepted.
All right, thanks, Pat. Wow, you're right. We're not paying him enough.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody get him a raise. Jonathan Stewart, now they're trying to control the clock here maybe in the third quarter. We got 3 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in a 1-point game, so certainly plenty of time to go. Newton's back to pass. Who's he going to? He's going deep to Jackson. He's got him wide open. Jackson makes the catch, and he's down to the 40-yard line of Denver.
Beautiful throw there, and Cam Newton's starting to get this Panthers offense going here.
Yeah, so Newton back to pass. He's got plenty of time to throw from under center. Now he's got some pressure in his face. He gets it out. He does get it over the hands of those defenders, and he throws an interception, Bob.
And that's another interception there by these teams, and we're having a kind of a sloppy game here a little bit.
A sloppy seconds half, that is. CJ Anderson's making a couple of nice moves. He's not playing sloppy. He's playing clean tonight. He's up near midfield. First down and 10 for the Broncos.
No sloppy seconds for CJ Anderson. He just doesn't like it. It's not his
White
style.
Lightning back to pass. He gets it. That's complete somehow to Thomas. Thomas had to get in there and wrestle it away from the defensive back. It looked like the pass was intended for that defensive back, Bob.
Right. I thought that thing was for sure intercepted, but Anderson again with another nice run. Well, I don't know why you give the ball to anybody else if you're a Broncos fan.
Yes, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So Emmanuel Sanders really showing his, maybe he can switch over and play a little bit of defensive back if they need him to later on, Bob.
Absolutely. That was a nice take.
A little bit like Odell Beckham Jr. getting some cornerback work in the Pro Bowl last week, as exciting as that was to see.
Well, and Anderson again with another nice run, 5 yards, and the Broncos are knocking on the door here. It'd be a
Let's
big
see if they
first down
can
to
take their
get.
first lead here, Bob.
Yep. Oh, and Anderson's making people move and almost in for the touchdown. Gets a first down. 17 seconds
So let's see. Do
left.
they go right back to him, Bob?
I wouldn't see why you would. All right, there you go.
There we go. So Broncos with their first lead of the game here coming late in the third quarter, just about ready to head to the fourth quarter here in Super Bowl 50 and looking to make it 13-7, a rather low-scoring Super Bowl, Bob.
Absolutely. Well, two good defenses, so I don't think that comes as any surprise. But 13-7 now Broncos, and McMahon is set to kick it off. Short kickoff here to Ted Ginn.
And he's a dangerous one to kick short to, Bob.
Absolutely.
And that will bring us to the fourth quarter there. Let me quick remind you that this game is made possible by the good people at TecmoBowl.org who programmed this Tecmo Super Bowl 2016. Do visit TecmoBowl.org for a great community of Tecmo fans and aficionados, people who are much more knowledgeable about the game than Bob and myself here on Sticky Bleachers. As it is, though, Carolina is moving and grooving here down to the 28 of Denver, knocking on the door of field goal range. Looking for more, though, is Cam Newton. He's got a first down, Bob.
Cam Newton's putting this team on his back, and he's taking him down to the end zone. So we're starting to see the legs of Cam Newton working. All day to throw, though. Many wide receivers open, and Stewart is going to walk into the end zone. Just a blown coverage there by the Broncos.
And here comes the dab, Bob.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
He's dabbing.
Oh, wow. I don't
White people
personally have a
everywhere
problem.
are throwing their remotes at the TV. Cam Newton dabbing in the end zone at the touchdown, and they've got the 1-point lead again.
I don't mind the dab. I'm okay with the dab.
I don't mind the dab either. Maybe we'll have to check with John if we can get that Mad Dog out of his hand. We can check and see what he thinks about dabbing, or if they dabbed in his days.
Now that one was totally unnecessary.
At their own 4, needing to cover the length of the field to try to get into field goal range here, Bob.
Yeah, they need to move the ball quickly, although there's plenty of time left on the clock here, only down by 1. But definitely not the field position that you want to have, so.
Right, and twice going for the dangerous pitch back in your own end zone. That's a very risky play when you're in your own end zone. And there's 3 times in a row, although Anderson does get the first down, so they've got some breathing room now. So it did pay off for them. 3 pitches to the right to C.J. Anderson, who's been very reliable for them this game.
Oh, yeah, by far their most valuable player on the Broncos. And they tried a little dump pass to Anderson there, and no good. But Manning out of the shotgun formation here. Just great defense by the Panthers down the field. They're really... I say that as Thomas makes a huge reception, but still.
He was on a little crossing route there. Now, I would say that ball could have even been thrown better because he had to cross and wait up a little bit for it. He just, through his own sheer will, got away from those defenders and turned that into a big gain. So they are knocking on the door of field goal range, but looking for that touchdown to see if they can sock this one away, Bob.
Yeah, absolutely. Anderson takes the pitch there and making people miss all day long.
Yeah, in the second half, both Anderson and Cam Newton have really carried their teams with their legs, Bob.
Absolutely. Definitely plays into the defensive battle, so.
Ooh, lucky not to have that one picked off.
Yeah, that was triple coverage there, so. Okay, thanks, Pat. Appreciate it.
All right, Manning back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Who does he have open in the end zone? He goes short to Anderson. He did have at least one receiver wide open there. Manning with some vision problems maybe here, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know if those that D-line is just too tall. Manning can't see over it, but for some reason or another.
Maybe he needs his reading glasses.
That might be so, absolutely. The numbers get fuzzy down there. So do the colors.
So McManus is going for a 40-yard attempt here, and it is good. It's in. So they do take the lead again. 16-14 here. Just a few minutes left to go in this Super Bowl, Bob.
Yep, up by 2 here with 4 minutes left, and McManus with a pretty booming kickoff to about the 15-yard line, and Ted Ginn brings it out to about the 23. So
yes, good coverage there. Not the short kick allowing Cam Newton to have the short field. So let's see if they can hold them to a 3-and-out, Bob.
Yep, if you're a Panthers fan, though, you'd like a long, sustained drive here and put points on the board at the very, very end. So.
Well, that's right. Well, they certainly have the players who can milk some clock out, although it's always a risky proposition to milk the clock out from behind. But I think that they've got confidence in their team, especially with a leader like Cam Newton at the helm.
Yeah, and I think that's where your running game really comes in handy as we speak. Cam Newton can run it down there to about the 44-yard line, and a curious timeout that they're taking. But
interesting. Now that's a weapon that not a lot of quarterbacks would make that cut back inside. A lot of quarterbacks would get to the sticks and get out of bounds, but Cam Newton turns it into another 15 or 20 yards after he gets to those sticks, and here he goes again.
He goes off to the races. And that's exactly
He's inside the 15, so it's going to be first down, 10 to go inside the 15, thanks to a couple of big Cam Newton runs, Bob.
Yep, and these timeouts are a bit curious, but I'm not an NFL coach, so
That's right. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Now, that one was just dropped. That was flat out dropped.
Yeah, he was wide open there in the back of the end zone. It was a nice throw there by Cam Newton. And
looked like he had time to enjoy an ice cream cone on his way for waiting for that ball, Bob. But Aqib Talib makes the big hit on Newton. And they're going for their final timeout here. 2 minutes to go, Bob.
Yep, before the 2-minute warning. So a bit curious. Leaving time there on the clock there for the Broncos if they do end up kicking this field goal or scoring a touchdown and taking a lead, but it looks like they're going to line up for a field goal attempt to go up by 1 here in Super Bowl 50.
Yes, now your prediction, Bob, and I agree with you, was that they were going to try to milk this clock out, and they had themselves set up perfectly to do exactly that, but then they started calling their own timeouts. Maybe some miscommunication on the sideline and getting those plays called in, Bob. Microsoft Office tablets maybe not getting the communication in that they needed, having to burn timeouts to get the old-fashioned way to get the play out, Bob.
Well, I just can't believe that a Microsoft Surface tablet would have any type of malfunction going on. So it had to be hard.
It is hard to believe. Maybe the Patriots are a little bit angry, so they got there and hacked him a little bit. Now Manning is sacked. Manning is sacked. Yes, thank you for jumping in there. Back by his own goal line, almost a safety, Bob.
Yeah, very, very close to being a safety, and that is a safety here. And C.J. Anderson goes down in their own end zone, and the Panthers are up by 3, and they get the ball back. So. It's an
onside kick attempt, and who falls on it? It is Carolina. Now, he didn't fall on it. They recovered it and was returning it. Wow, what a bold move that was, Bob.
Yep, and here's even a bolder move. They're sticking in the air.
Back to back. Greg Olsen, he's got a first down, and he's down to about the 10. Wow, with a handy lead and not enough timeouts with the Broncos. They are just going for it, Bob.
Absolutely. If I'm a Panthers fan, I might be going kind of into cardiac arrest here a little bit, but 3 seconds left, up by 3.
Yeah, in a one-possession game. Now, if he can just walk out and take a knee here, that's going to be game over, but he's going back to the air. If this one's picked off and returned, it's going to be Broncos' game, but as it is, it's a touchdown on the final play of the game to Greg Olsen, Bob.
Wow, that's some gutsy call there by Riverboat Ron. He's definitely earning his nickname today, so...
Ron maybe put some money on them covering the spread. Needed those few extra points.
That's true. Oh, wow. So an exciting end here to the Super Bowl 50. Carolina Panthers win 26-16 over the Denver Broncos. And, an exciting 2 quarters there. There was a kind of a lull there in the second and third quarter, but the first and fourth were very exciting. Carolina.
Absolutely agree, Bob.
Absolutely. Cam Newton carried his team with 212 passing yards, and I believe, he had 107 rushing yards as well. So, leading in all offensive categories. I'm sure if he could throw and catch it himself, he would.
Yes, not the classic Brett Favre reception to himself. He wasn't able to pull that off, but if anyone can do it, I think Cam Newton can find a way to do it. And I think from that first drive, there really wasn't a question in my mind that the Panthers were going to find what they needed to do to win this game. Even though the Broncos did have the lead as late as the end of that third quarter there, and it went back and forth a little bit, I think you just got the feel that forces were at work, that when the Panthers got that ball back in the fourth quarter, that it was going to be a touchdown, and then they got the safety, and then they got another touchdown, Bob.
Yeah, it was just a great all-around effort there by Carolina, both on offense and defense. driving the ball down with Will and or at Will and putting points on the board. So definitely the better team today.
You're right, Bob. And the question is now, what is Manning going to do? And we can start our off-season questioning of that.
My guess is he's going to do something. I'm going to go on a limb.
He's going to do something. Bob putting his name on it. Well, it's time for us to go into football hibernation mode. Signing off for football for now, I am Cory.
I am Bob. We'll see you guys sometime soon.
Hey everybody, it is Cory from Sticky Bleachers. Thank you for watching our Super Bowl presentation. Hey, if you like the video, if you like what we do, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Have you checked out our other videos? Have you checked out the podcast? Find us on Sticky Bleachers at Podomatic and on iTunes. Say hi to us on Twitter. Let us know if you'd like to have a question read on one of our videos or our podcast. Get in touch. Let us know what you think. We would love to hear from you. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.